What it do, what it do. Welcome back to another episode of Straight Facts with your boy Feast. And I want to jump in here real quick. About to head to a day party and had this topic on my mind and I wanted to share with you guys. And so today we're going to talk about, before I get into that, be sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to turn on your bell notification so you can get the latest updates on Straight Facts with your boy Feast. But I wanted to jump in here and talk about why it's not good to date a woman with a close best friend. Here's why. This is my take on that. I think it's hard for two people to be at the same place at the same time. I'm gonna start there, just in life. Two people, man, it's almost impossible to be in the same place at the same time. Even when you're in a relationship, it's good to have a good balance. Like, I don't think one person should be making way more than the other person, because it's easy for a person to, become jealous of you, being that it usually don't happen that way when it's the man making more. Maybe today it's different, but when a man usually making more, he's the breadwinner, he's the head of the household. So basically, a woman say, hey, my guy, he has a good job, he takes care of me, he takes care of the family, or what have you. But if a woman was making more than a man, then chances are he could feel some type of way. And I'm telling you, only reason why. A woman like to throw her weight around when she feel like she's doing more than a man. I think that would be the only reason why it would be uncomfortable for a woman to make more than a man, and especially in today's time. I really think she'll be walking around calling herself a boss chick. Hey, I'm a boss chick. Hey, I'm making this. I'm running this. I think when a man is doing that, it's just known that, hey, I'm a man and I'm handling my responsibilities. That's what I'm supposed to do as a man, right? But I jumped on here not to talk about that. But why it's not good to date a woman with a close best friend? And my personal take on it, like I first said before, it's hard for two people to be at the same place at the same time. But not only that, how can the friend experience what you're doing with that person? It's impossible. So the way you touch that person, the way you look at them, the way you may look at them and say, God, oh, boy, I'm lucky. Boy, woo. Or you putting it down. Your friend can't feel that. Your friend don't know how I'm a value to you. So it's impossible for your friend to know my true value that I serve and purpose that I serve in your life, whether I'm a flawed man that make mistakes or whatever. But it's hard for a woman, the next woman, to understand or to judge why you may put up with that man's stuff. I'm trying to be PG here, but why you putting up with his hit, and I just don't think, man, a woman mostly think in the moment. They make decisions in the moment from an emotional place. It's no thought going to it, man. You piss a woman off and she gonna snap, especially if it don't build up. So if a woman is thinking from that place, if her friend is not in a good place in life and she see y'all are having a good time, or y'all can be, it could be a roller coaster. The best friend putting her opinion in ain't a good thing. Yeah, girl, leaving. I tell you what else came to mind. I thought about it when I was watching. If you guys keep up with BMF, the latest episode, Lucille and Charles they've been having camaraderie. There's been a broken house since Charles stepped out and cheated on her, right? Slept with the lady from the church. I don't know her name. So the latest episode, the friend saw Charles at a breakfast. I think Charles and the lady was having breakfast, where they church people, they holding hands. kind of talking like he said, man, I don't see me living my life without Lucille, right? His wife. But they still living in the same house together. They just not getting along, right? And he said, man, I can't see myself living without my wife. Even though she won't talk to me, she won't have sex, she won't be intimate with me. Like, they just be with each other just to get the bills paid, right? The friend saw Charles talking to one of the church members trying to get a song recorded that he felt like, hey, I can win my wife back if I play a song for her. She know I'm a musician, I'm good on the guitar, I'm gonna play a song for her. So in this episode, make a long story short, the lady busted in Lucille's house, to their home, went to their home, stormed in her home. Lucille, leave him. I seen Charles talking to such and such from the church this morning. He ain't no good. Hurry up and leave him so you can date this doctor that they used to know from childhood, then became successful as a doctor, and he's in town handling business, and it's kind of in Lucille's mind whether she should go and do the same thing she felt Charles did to her, right? For those that don't know the story. So friend come in, storm in, leave him. He ain't no good. So when Charles come home, I'm trying to make a long story short. So when Charles come home, Lucille got this bat in her hand ready to swing on Charles, right? I know you ain't no good. You cheated, you did it twice. I allowed it and let it go one time and you done did it twice, right? So he said, hold on a minute, it ain't what you think. Yeah, all men say that. She ready to swing and bust his head, right? He got the cassette tape. This scenery from this BMF story takes place, I think, back in the 80s, late 80s or the early 90s, right? Cassettes was still popular at the time. So he put the song in, he grabbed his guitar, he started playing. And the minute, man, it was a moment. I ain't gonna lie, it was a touching moment. Like, I didn't know a story like that could pull in, because it was a moment to where she was about to listen to her friend tell her that this man was no good, and he only hooked up with the lady just to get the song recorded. And the minute he started playing, man, Lucille, you just seen the look of love on her face. I mean, it sliced her deep to the heart, man. I mean, it went to her soul. And Charles started singing those words, man, and they were so touching to her. And believe it or not, man, Charles got him some that night. And it took something like that, man. And I said that to say this. What if she would have listened to her friend? You see how a friend's opinion could orchestrate that situation, could railroaded it way left, could have took it way somewhere it wasn't supposed to go, right? I said that to say this, man. That's why it's not good. It may not be all. I always have to say that. Like, I ain't saying every best friend give the worst advice or give their 2 cents and it be a wrong thing. But in most situations, bro, it depends on how the friend has it in life. If she good in life, positive person of God, maybe married or whatever, and just see life for what it is, it may not be a bad thing. But if one ain't having good luck, she in and out of relationships, she having baby daddy drama or whatever you may call it, man, I just don't think it's good. And y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all experience that. Come in me below. Let me know if that's something y'all experience. But that's my take on that. That's why I think men, I'm just telling you, I don't think it's good to date a woman that's got a close best friend. This one time, just briefly, this other story. Just one time, this woman, we had conversed, and she was so asking her friend for advice. It's like, soon as we said a few words to each other, she picked the phone up and started talking about it. Within probably a 10 feet proximity of me, and we had just conversed for a little time. And I knew then that was the biggest flag ever. I was like, oh no. That means she's gonna call and ask her friend everything she think. Hey, should I say this? Or do I wait till the 8th date to do this? I made a video on the 8th. You should be on 8 dates. But to go get an opinion about everything verbatim, every step you're making in a relationship from your friend, I don't think that's it. I think the best relationships are made organically. That means you just run into somebody, man, the chemistry just hit. It ain't nothing you force. It ain't nothing you say you're gonna take. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna go this way, I'm gonna bliss this way, and I hope this works. Like, you ain't gotta do none of that. You may just run into that person, y'all have a cordial conversation, and it just goes so smooth. It just flows. But you guys comment me below, man. Let me know, have you guys experienced that? You know, on you, and give me your take on why you think it ain't good to date a woman that's got a close best friend. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Straight Facts with your boy Feast. To the next episode, deuces.